Ever notice how a taco at a street festival costs like your entire soul, but the same taco from the same truck parked outside a gas station is suddenly reasonable again? That is not the vendor being greedy, that is something called a pass-through fee, and today we are cracking that open like a piñata full of receipts. Picture a festival organizer renting out a giant field or a city block for the weekend. That space is not free. Somebody paid real money for permits, insurance, portable toilets, and probably a guy named Gary who directs traffic with two glow sticks like he is landing a spaceship. So the organizer turns around and charges vendors a booth fee just to set up shop. That fee can be a flat rate, sometimes hundreds of dollars, or a percentage of whatever the vendor sells that day. Now here is the twist. Vendors are not about to eat that cost like a sad clearance sandwich. They spread it across their menu, so your taco price quietly absorbs a tiny slice of that booth rental. This is called pass-through pricing, and it is basically the food truck version of splitting an Uber fare. Everybody chips in a little so nobody gets crushed by the full bill. Then there is the compliance side, which sounds boring but is actually kind of wild. Vendors often need special temporary permits just to sell food at that one event, on top of the permits they already have. Health departments do not care that you already passed inspection at your regular spot. They want fresh paperwork for that specific festival, sometimes with extra fees for temporary food service licenses. Add in event insurance, because if someone slips on a rogue lettuce leaf near your booth, that liability needs to be covered. Insurance companies are not exactly known for their generosity, so that premium gets folded into pricing too. Some cities also require fire safety checks for propane tanks and generators because nothing ruins a festival vibe like an unscheduled fireball. Yes, that inspection costs money, and yes, it shows up somewhere in your funnel cake price. Here is where people get confused. They assume vendors are just price gouging captive festival crowds. In reality, a lot of vendors are barely breaking even after fees. They are basically renting your attention for the day, not printing cash. Think of it like a pop-up tax, except instead of going to the government, it goes toward keeping that stage running, those bathrooms stocked, and that safety inspector happy. It is less about greed and more about survival math nobody explains to you while you are holding a corn dog. Smart vendors actually plan ahead for this, building fee estimates into their pricing before the event even starts. That is the difference between a vendor who profits and one who quietly cries in their walk-in freezer after the weekend ends. For customers, understanding this changes how you see festival pricing entirely. You are not just buying food, you are buying a tiny timeshare in permits, insurance, and Gary's glow sticks. So next time festival prices make your eyebrows jump, remember it usually is not pure profit, it is survival plus paperwork. Want to learn more about how event vendors actually operate behind the scenes? Check out our links in the description.